Now we're going to play our last segment of the day, and it's called What's Going On in This Picture?
Did you put him up to this?
I did not.
Oh no, this is all mine.
No.
I should have known.
So we have 4 pictures, and they're not in any particular order or by importance or anything, just, you know, you've known me well enough now, I'm pretty random. So this speaks to that level of randomness. So the first one is with President George W. Bush. Looks like a pretty light moment. Now, did you tell him a funny joke? Or what's kind of going on here?
I suspect we were talking about Barney, who had probably peed on a rug somewhere. Barney being his Scotty that I raised, that I bred. And he took Barney as a birthday present for Laura because he had gotten her a gold bracelet or something that her chief of staff said she wasn't going to like. And I said, well, I've just had a litter of puppies. We've just had a litter of puppies. Why don't you have a puppy? And he said yes, in an unguarded moment. And then once they won the presidency, there was a lot of back and forth of what are they going to do with a puppy in the White House? Well, how are they going to take care of it? What was going to happen? And finally he said he'd take him. And he actually paid me for him. I was giving to him, supposed to be giving him to Laura, but he became the president's dog. Thank you. I haven't seen that one. I don't know what I did.
With proper credit to Getty Images.
Yep.
So that's kind of how the segment's going to go. Now, here's one from the sports realm. There was a lot of options to pick from. You were very active, very impressive. I don't think you were a participant in the fight.
No.
But how did we end up here? And is this Duran?
Yeah, it is, Roberto Duran. It was, well, Atlantic City. He was boxing in Atlantic City, and I was governor, and so I had to go to a match. It was probably one of the most, I never want to see another boxing match, let me put it that way. I mean, when you're up close and they hit one another in the jaw and you can just see that brain going whack, whack, it just freaked me out. It wasn't so much the sweat that come your way or the blood or spit or whatever, because if you're sitting right at ringside, that happens. But it was just seeing them beat each other like that, particularly around the head, was so disturbing that I really didn't like it.
About what year was that?
I have no idea.
This is you with Colin Powell. And as best I can tell, this looks, and I hope you'll explain it, it kind of looks like a gift bag or an ornament with your face on it. So, do tell.
Well, Colin and I had faced the same sort of issues that others faced in the administration, which was that the vice president, we had each other's back, let's put it that way. We all weren't 100, neither one of us was 100% on the vice president's schedule or whatever you want to say. We were with the president, but, and so what Colin called me was he called me the dummy, the jump dummy, the thing they throw out of an airplane to see which way the wind is blowing. He said, that was me, because with environmental issues, that was me. And so he gave me a dummy with a parachute on its back and said, it's for you to use.
And that's it in the picture?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. I couldn't have even made up a story that good. So, all right, and last but not least, back to the ring, back to the squared circle, with apparently some chaps from WWE.
Yeah.
Or was it WWF back then?
WWF.
This was, I think, St. Patrick's Day 1997, perhaps, or thereabouts, which is only significant, I suppose, because it's one day before my youngest was born. But there were pictures with you and with Gorilla Monsoon, and I think The Undertaker, and all kinds of folks.
Yeah.
SummerSlam. Was this the highlight of your life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, what was is they gave me a belt, because what happened was, it was clear WWF wasn't a sport, it was entertainment.
Right.
And it made a big difference from a tax perspective.
And for the benefit of our camera guys, it's still true, wrestling's not real.
Yeah, I mean, just don't believe that. And so I thought it only made sense to recognize it as being entertainment. And so I designated it as such, which changed the tax structure for them and made it much easier to put on their matches and to do better by them. And so they had this ceremony, and what they gave me is a huge WWF belt, only mine was pink with all sorts of things on it. And I can't find the dumb thing. I think it must be someone in Trenton must have taken it. Maybe it's in the library, in the museum in Trenton. I just don't know. I've never really followed up with it, but they gave it to me. And the best part with that was Jesse Ventura came in as governor while I was governor. And so we were doing, I don't know, one of the Sunday morning shows, and I had brought my belt with me, and I held it up. He was not happy. He did not like the fact that there was somebody else that had a WWF belt.
Very nice.
But that's what would have been that time.
Thank you so much for being a willing participant in this.
No problem, no problem.
And,
happy to do it.
We appreciate you, and we're big fans.
Well, thank you. And I will keep these.
Absolutely.